Hi everyone, it's Matt Golinski here, channeling through space and time by Viv Barry. And actually I do know that Matt Golinski's in his hospital bed at the moment watching this live stream. I'm really disappointed that I can't be with you today. I thought I'd be able to come and chat to you after my surgery this week, but my doctors had other ideas. I'm not going to ask Vivianne to present my speech, as I figure she's got enough to do today. But I did want to share with you a little more about it. I hope that I'll get a chance to do the full presentation another time. When I was asked if I'd be interested to give a TEDx talk, I was honoured and excited until I found out about the theme. Space. As a chef, my main considerations when it comes to space is, do I have enough of it in the cold room to fit all the food in? Is it safe for a group of sweaty, stressed out people in commercial kitchens with very sharp knives in their hands to be working so closely together and in so little of it? And then I thought about how much space in my mind is filled with thoughts of food, cooking and science, and cooking in general, and then arrived at the strange and distant world of molecular gastronomy. I was going to spend the majority of my time talking about molecular gastronomy and how much I hate it. And how, apart from the initials MG being the same as my initials, which is kind of cool, molecular gastronomy may as well be something from outer space. Unfamiliar, unnatural, complicated, and in a cooking skills galaxy far, far away. I was planning on spending my 15 minutes making fun of soils, foams, gels, and spheres, and back up my argument for using the best possible ingredients simply and with respect. And after a few days researching the history of the discipline and the people behind it, and the techniques and the chemicals and the equipment, before I knew what was happening, I was online, credit card in hand, ordering this molecular gastronomy ultimate kit from the US. And the following day, I bought myself a vacuum sealer and a thermal immersion circulator. So funny. I made a few dishes, conducted a few experiments, and you know, I created a dish that I was really proud of. It may not look like it, but this is actually figs, prosciutto, black pepper, basil leaves, and olive oil. I passed the fig through a fine strainer. I added sodium alginate to it. I passed it through a strainer again and poured it into a syringe, and I dripped it, drop at a time, in a bowl of water containing a small amount of calcium chloride. And the droplets developed a fine membrane around them which gave it this caviar-like texture. And then I infused basil and pepper into olive oil and processed it, strained it, processed it again with maltodextrin to turn it into a powder. And as the powder hits your tongue, the maltodextrin melts and turns it back into olive oil. I shredded the prosciutto finely so I could call it tagliolini, like the thin pasta. And as far as I'm aware, this dish is the only one of its kind in the whole world. People have been wrapping figs with ham for centuries, but this is a dish that I invented. I own it. I'm the only person who's ever eaten it. And that dish is a little piece of history, something I created in my own mind, in my own space and time, for no one else's satisfaction but my own. And it might as well have been made on the moon. I learned that it's possible to teach an old cook new tricks and to open the mind to new and inspiring ideas. And that's exactly what TEDx is all about. I learned that it's possible to make space in your brain to change opinions and attitudes. And my experiences since the accident have also taught me the importance of making quantum brain shifts and the value of embracing the unknown. Although I'm still passionate about simple, fresh ingredients, cooked well, now that I'm prepared to entertain the concept of molecular gastronomy, who knows what other cooking frontiers I will discover. Whether it's the simple act of cooking toast or putting together a more technical creation, the process of creation and of cooking is, after all, it's a kind of science where food changes its structure and appearance by the process of heating or cooling. A kind of magic, an alchemy, which is created where pleasure is derived from eating the end results. So, as Vivianne leaves the stage and makes way for the other speakers today, I wanted to thank you all for coming in and for listening to my thoughts. It turns out that food and cooking isn't really that far away from the topic of space, after all. And that's why I love being a chef. And I'll finish with this quote from Brillat Savarin, a French lawyer, a politician, and an epicure. The discovery of a new dish does far more for human happiness than the discovery of a new star.